Let's continue with our next speaker. She is 18 years old, studies at Mosonmagyaróvári Piarista High School, and she's really into performing arts. She creates performances, puts plays on stage, and organizes community events. She's also been teaching acting for students for over 2 years now, and she's currently writing the script for her third play. Her first 2 plays have already been presented on the stage of her city's cultural center, and here comes the most exciting part. Both of them were sold out for multiple times. Pretty amazing, right? On top of that, she hasn't only created these performances, but also played an acting or singing role in them. She also enjoys participating in other arts, such as dancing, playing the piano, writing songs, and directing, thus uniting communities. Her big dream is to once build a directing career abroad, either in the UK or in the USA. She was working together hard with her mentor and speaking coach, Vince Bell, to make her speech remarkable. Based on these goals and achievements, I think we can all agree to say that she was born to be on stage. And now, let's see her being on this stage for the very first time. Let's welcome Bognár-Benedek Sára and her speech, All the World's a Stage, You Are Who You Want to Be.
Art. When people hear this word, they usually think of acting, dancing, painting, and music. Many people assume that art is not a proper job and you can make a living from it. What does art mean to you? In my opinion, art can be anything. Anything which can help us find ourselves. Sometimes discovering our own art is not the easiest thing to do. We often believe that we have already found it, then later we meet something completely different which we never thought that will be our real art. But still, it was otherwise with me. I wanted to be an actress since I was 3 years old. The world of the theater has always attracted me. I found it special. It has enormous power which can destroy any walls. Nothing was impossible on stage. I know I belong there. I started acting and I love it, but something was missing for me. Have you ever had that feeling something is missing but you don't know what? I felt exactly that way. When I was 14, I rewatched my favorite childhood movies. While I was watching cartoon Anastasia, I imagined it on stage. I wrote the script in a few days and I decided to start a theater club and direct the play Anastasia. Fortunately, the director of the City Culture Center supported my idea and she gives place to my acting club in her building. And I was looking for students who are interested in drama. This was the most difficult progress. It took 5 months and a lot of work, but finally the team was created. And in the beginning, we have very different goals, but theater has helped some students find jobs or hobbies. I realized that I really want to be a director. Directing means much more to me than acting. I no longer miss the something I was talking about. And directing gives me many goals and many stories. Let me tell you some. I worked with disabled children in Vienna, and later I wanted to make a film with them. I went there worried. What if they aren't interested about filming? But when I told her, what would we do? They all became very excited and happy. I still remember that moment. I have another story. One of my classmates, Sophie, was bullied. She was alone, she had no friends. I hate this expression, but she was the typical lame girl at school. One day I told her, "Sophie, please come to my theater club. I'm sure it will help you." She said, "Sorry, it wouldn't work for me." "Oh no, it works for everyone. You don't have to be a professional actor. On the next lesson, we will just play." And what would we play? Role-playing games, reaction games, speed games, and yelling. Oh no, sorry, I don't have enough courage for that. Okay, if you feel that way, just come and check it out. Okay, but I really will just watch it. Okay, persuading her, it wasn't so easy and short, but I finally managed to talk her into it. In the beginning, she was really quiet, and she was even shy to talk to me. But she liked my acting club so much that she said, "I know it will be very difficult for me, but I want to try it." I was really happy. She became better and better. She talked on her opinion, she became more confident, and half a year later, she danced on stage. If someone tried bullying, she just asked, "Does it make you feel better to hurt me?" Then she went on happily. She became who she wanted to be. Sophie is now a more than two years member in my acting club, and she would like to work in the future also with theater. In this summer, we organized together an acting camp for children. And Sophie might not expected it, but theater became her art. If we find what we love to do, we can also find our team. Thanks to the theater, I have found a lot of friends with whom I can really be myself. At first, in my acting club, we all had very different goals, and we all came for very different reasons. But theater has helped us. They give me a purpose for all. And at the beginning, we were not sure we could understand each other, but now we don't have to explain what we want. We understand each other without words. We are an amazing team. And I feel that if we find our team and our art, that can give us power and inspiration for a lifetime. I always have new ideas of what I should direct, and I feel that it will never end. I became very lot of purpose from directing, and it gives every time a gift for me. Sometimes I got new friends, sometimes I got new goals, or I got just a question. People I work with always said that they always improve something with plays. And my goal is to influence my audience, give us something new, at least just a question. My life has been changed by arts. I got a lot of them. They gave me every time purpose. I have found my art in directing. Sophie has found her in theater and dance. And you, what is your art?
Sára, I really admire how passionate you are about directing the play. My question for you is, what is your favorite part of the creative process of doing so?
It's hard to pick only one favorite part, but I would probably say I like the most the feeling right before the performance. Those are really exciting moments, and especially when it's a premiere, and so much depends on this moment. And the more hopeful we are, the better the performance will be.
Thank you very much.